Hi, I'm Ivana. Welcome to ZenPowerFitness. Today we'll be doing a short routine to help alleviate tension in your upper back and neck. Before we begin, please read the full description below of our disclaimer. As always, speak to your physician before beginning a new exercise routine. The equipment you'll need is a chair and yourself. Let's begin. Seated in your chair, we're going to scoot your body forward so just your hips are on the front edge of the chair, thighs are coming off. Both feet are planted firmly into the floor. All right, to begin, we're going to do a quick warm-up with shoulder rolls. We're going to do 3 circles to the back and 3 circles coming forward. Let's begin. Palms resting on your thighs. Gently draw a big circle with your shoulders coming up towards your earlobes, circling back, squeezing the shoulder blades together and down to the floor. Again, circling forward and up towards the earlobes. Back, squeezing the shoulder blades together, down to the floor. One more time, circling forward, up towards the ears, squeezing back and down to the floor. Reverse the direction. Now we're squeezing the shoulder blades together, bringing the shoulders up towards the ears and circling forward as far as you can. Squeezing back, really making the crease in the center of the back, up towards the ears, circling forward and down. One more time. Squeeze your shoulder blades back. Bring them up towards your ears. Circle forward and relaxing down into neutral. Okay, now we're going to move into a side bending stretch. Using sun salutation arms, draw a big circle around your body, reaching your arms up towards the ceiling. And we're just going to drop the right hand down towards the floor, keeping the left straight up. And slowly bend over to your right hand side. Only as far as you can, keeping both hips into the chair. Take a deep inhale in, feel your left lung and left rib cage expanding. And take a nice sigh, exhale out. On your next inhale in, turn and rotate, looking left up towards the ceiling. On the exhale, slowly rotate down to your right. Inhale, turn to look left up towards the ceiling. And on your exhale, looking down to your right. And slowly coming back up into neutral. Take another inhale in, circling sun salutation arms. Back up towards the ceiling. And this time we're going to drop the left hand down to the floor. And slowly bend to the left. Again, both hips into the chair, only as far as it's comfortable. Taking an inhale in, opening the right rib cage and right lungs this time. And take a sigh on the exhale. On your inhale, turn to look up towards the right. Exhale, slowly turn and look down to the left. Inhale, looking up to your right. And exhaling down to the left. And slowly coming back up into neutral. We're going to step our feet wider than hip distance apart and take a nice slow forward bend, letting your torso fall between your thighs, arms and head hanging down to the floor. And let's take 2 deep breaths, feeling the belly and rib cage expanding into the thighs. And as you exhale, feeling the belly button raising up towards your spine, up towards the ceiling. Another inhale in. Really let the rib cage push down into the thighs and up towards the ceiling. Exhale, belly button pulls up towards the spine. Using your hands now, slowly walking yourself back to an upright seated position. We're going to now do our figure 4 hip stretch. Taking your right ankle, cross it over your left thigh. And don't worry if your knee is popping up. We're going to take the right hand on top of the right knee, and you can just gently press that right knee down towards the floor until you feel a nice stretch. If you still need to deepen your stretch with a tall spine, slowly just hinge forward from the waist. And let's take a couple breaths. Keeping our legs in the same position, we're now going to twist to the right, Bringing your right hand to the seat behind you, straighten the right arm, give yourself some support for a nice tall spine. Your left hand can come to your right thigh, and keeping the head and shoulders in alignment, twist only from your waist towards your right. And when you've reached as far as you can go, now you can rotate your head looking back over the right shoulder. And let's take a couple breaths. And unwinding the way that we came in reverse, slowly turn the head to center, and then slowly unwind the spine back to neutral in the center. We're going to do a counter twist. So keeping the legs where they are, bring your left palm to the seat behind you, straightening that arm for some nice tall support in the spine. Bring your right hand to the left thigh, and keeping the head and shoulders in alignment, twisting only from the waist, turn towards your left. When you've reached the full range of motion, you can turn your head and look back over that left shoulder. Taking a couple breaths. And unwinding slowly, first turning the head back into neutral, and then unwinding the spine and bringing yourself back into neutral. And uncross the legs. We're going to repeat on the other side. Now we're going to take our left ankle, cross it over the right thigh. Same thing, no worries if your knee is popping up. Using that left hand, just gently opening the left knee down towards the floor. If you still need to deepen that stretch with a tall spine, hinge forward from your waist. And take a couple deep breaths. If you're in a forward position, slowly come back up to neutral and join us all. Keeping the leg in the position, we're going to enter into our spinal twist. Left hand comes to the seat behind you. Straighten your arm for a nice tall support of the spine. Right hand can come on top of the left knee. Keeping head and shoulders in alignment, slowly rotate from the waist first. When you've reached your full range of motion, you can turn your head to the left, looking back over the left shoulder, and take a couple deep breaths. Slowly unwinding. First, we'll take our head and rotate back to neutral center, and then slowly unwinding the spine back to center. For our counter twist, the right palm comes to the seat behind you, straightening the arm for tall spinal support. Your left hand can come to the right thigh. Again, first from the waist, turning towards the right. When you've reached your full range of motion, you can then rotate your head looking back over the right shoulder. Couple breaths here. First, unwinding the head by looking back into neutral, and then slowly unwinding the spine back to center, and release that foot back down to the floor. We're going to step our feet wider than hip distance apart and take a nice slow forward bend, letting your torso fall between your thighs, arms and head hanging down to the floor. And let's take 2 deep breaths, feeling the belly and rib cage expanding into the thighs. And as you exhale, feeling the belly button raising up towards your spine, up towards the ceiling. Another inhale in. Really let the rib cage push down into the thighs and up towards the ceiling. Exhale, belly button pulls up towards the spine. Using your hands now, slowly walking yourself back to an upright seated position. All right, our last bit is reaching your hands up towards the ceiling. Let's pretend we're grasping and climbing a ladder. So really focusing on stretching the hands open and then grasping your hands into a fist as tight as possible. So reaching and grasping, reaching and grasping. And if you want to go a little faster, you can go a little faster. If you want to go slower, go a little slower. But let's just do a few repetitions of this, really working through the hands, getting a little blood flow into the shoulders. And a couple more times. Beautiful. And relax down. Thank you so much. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video today. Subscribe to my channel for future content. Bookmark it for your repeat use. This is Ivana at ZenPowerFitness. See you again soon. Bye.